So today's video is going to be a little bit different site. I'm going to start prepping for the 30 by 40 shop build.
I'm going to go to town.
Where are you going to
pick up some supplies.
What are you going to get?
Surprise.
Oh. I've been waiting all winter long in order to get this slab for this shop done. And now that they've lifted the road restrictions, we can get gravel and concrete delivered. It's time to go. I wouldn't be able to do this without the earplugs in because it's just noisy and it's just constant and it just rattles you anyway. But it does affect the prep for your foundation. So I'm going to continue. So this is why you build the world's cutest trailer just for hauling water. Walking around with my little snake charmer. Had this for a dang long time and it just sure helps with marking things out. I wanted to mark everything out and all those lines, and now I'm about to have to pop some holes in here with that tractor behind me. I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna ditch witch this whole thing to get below frost line. That's only on the bearing walls. These two front walls are not bearing, and the whole structure rests on these sides, the long sides. So most people know that with a 30 by 40 shop, the layout is really simple, because the rule of the 3-4-5 to get a perfect square, get perfectly square 90s. Now, this right here being 30, multiple of 10, 40, and then corner to corner is 50 feet. It's real simple. So what I'm marking out here is where I'm gonna be drilling. Now the corners are a little bit different, but then every 8 feet, I'm gonna be putting down not where a post is gonna go in the ground, but where a bracket is gonna go in the concrete. Pretty dang accurate. They're 3-4 feet down, and that's below our frost line by far. Now these brackets have a 3-foot rebar that they need to sit in concrete, but I'm going to put them down 4 feet, and that's actually going to bear most all the weight. And then I'm also going to ditch witch on the bearing sides. All right, so this is just my little trick here. I've never done it before, but it just makes sense to me that I don't want to knock all that dirt back into that hole. Now, I'm gonna use a ditch witch in a little bit, and it's probably gonna knock a lot of dirt in that hole. The less the better that I have to pull back out of there, is my thinking. Next will be forming and leveling everything out, and then putting down plastic, then some steel, and then it's concrete time. I hope we see concrete. We've got perfect weather. I can't wait. I want to see that thing up there. I want to see some shade out here because it's hot. It's hot. You may laugh. It's 80 degrees today and it's hot. It's hot. Close, getting close, close. All right. So while this thing is telling me all my heights and everything for grade, and just so this thing is a level slab, it's good within 1/4 of an inch. Considered flat in concrete work is 1/4 of an inch rise or fall every 10 feet. I like to be a little better than that. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow, pour day, 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Set your alarm clock and be here early. With the sun going down, this is going to be your last looks. And that trough right there, call it a beam. And the vapor barrier down, that'll save your skin and a lot of heave. 3 inches of compacted gravel, 24-inch ditches, eased over. So that right there is eased over a little bit, and that way it doesn't crack if it's a hard line. And those guys out there are reference stakes right there for the height. Now I built in a little bit of give in these walls. They're bowed in a little bit because all that pressure, 27 yards, is going to push out just a little bit, and I'm anticipating that about 1/2 inch on these short sides, 3/4 of an inch on the long sides. Here's one of those last minute tricks that's going to save you a lot of time after the concrete's done and you're pulling the forms. And this is plumber's putty. You put it around drains and that. Well, you put it right on the screw heads. That way concrete doesn't get in there and you can just push right through and get rid of those screws, take these forms off. Another thing that's last minute, spraying these guys. That way people see them, and because we're going to be here at 5 in the morning. Last looks. Again, that's what that plumber putty does, and you can get back to them. And Rebecca already did. Every screw has that plumber's putty, and it will be a huge benefit for tomorrow. All right, get some sleep. Everybody sleeps well the day of concrete, but don't sleep well the day before. Restless night. I am marking where the brackets go, and they're every 8 feet. But I've got to set them in the concrete. Mosquitoes are going crazy. They're driving me crazy. So 5 o'clock in the morning, you guys be here bright and early, and we're gonna pour 27 yards of concrete in here. and we're gonna start building shop. And been waiting for this for a long time, so I'm looking forward to it. And I know I'm gonna be tired, but I'm definitely gonna be tired tomorrow. But I hired a crew. I'm not doing this alone. And I tried that once, it almost killed me. Don't do that. Anyway, yeah, pro crew come in here 5 o'clock. I formed it, and I'm paying them for the labor, and then they're gonna finish it off. And that's what they're called, a finishing crew for flat work. And it's well worth the money. Concrete is one of those things you just can't do again. You can't fix it cheaply. And it's better to pay up front to do it right the first time. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Well, it's my concrete pour day. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. The trucks will be here in 2 hours. But the rain, it's here now.
All right, so got you up at the crack of dawn. Sun's about to come up. Truck's here. It's gonna be a tough day. It rained for about an hour, but it's gonna be wet mud no matter what. Let's go. Since I've never done this before with these brackets, we let the concrete go a little further than we should, but it's gonna work out. Got that string line, and then I'm using this. So those posts were an afterthought because we were running short on mud. We had to order extra mud. I didn't think that we were going to have any room for setting those posts, so I didn't even bring them over. And just running across the property with those almost killed me. And then just hustling. Again, concrete is how an old man dies. This is a young man's game. How old are you guys? 30? 30? 29, you're both children.
Got a pacemaker.
Children, oh, he's got a pacemaker. Yeah. And how many shoulders are you going on over there, Johnny?
How many what?
How many shoulder replacements have you gone through?
1 knee replacement.
Oh, 1 knee replacement, yeah.
I got 1 shoulder, but that's from football.
Oh, that doesn't count. Oh, you were having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. The one thing about concrete, you sleep really good at night. So the crew just left. I'm really happy about this. This is a surface that I told them don't hard burnish this, because if it's hard burnished, it's really slick. And in a shop, you tend to fall on your butt if there's any sawdust or any dust at all. And but it's also not hard to sweep and clean up. But they make leaf blowers for that nowadays. So I am really happy. This is what it looks like when I'm really happy. I've waited for this for a long time, so this is just go time. And that thing is going to be here pretty quick. Awesome. That right there, 30 by 40 shop. Incredible job, great crew. Got here just before 5, started pouring at 5 o'clock, just as the sun was about to come up. And here it is, just afternoon. The job is done. They'll come back tomorrow and score this thing. And one of the tricks that I learned a long time ago, make the score lines perfect 90s. That way in your shop, when you're laying out something to weld or woodwork or anything like that, you have square edges and to lay out your stuff. I cannot wait. I'm actually standing on the trusses right now. And I can't wait for go time. Hope you like it. Tangent?